What's up, Trishana's Trends here tonight. This talk is all about periods. So guys, close your ears. Ladies, you open them. Then again, some guys act like they're on their period, so this video may be for you. I don't know. Let's get started. So ladies, well, this was actually a requested video from someone, and they wanted to know basics about periods. So I share my tips and tricks, as well as kind of explain the different things that we have to use. So first off, let me tell you what we have. Right now we only have two things. I feel like with the world today and like the science and stuff, like they need to take time to create more things. But right now what we have is tampons, and we also have pads. So there's the thin kind, the thick kind. I like ultra thin by Always, and this is what they look like. You open them up like so. You peel the little thing off, and you peel it off the back, and then you stick it in your drawers. So this part is like the wing. Why'd I say drawers? Ew, your underwear. So this part is like the little wings, and you flip it back right on your underwear like that. You flip it back, and then you bleed all up in there, and then it absorbs it. So then that way you stay dry. So this is a good method, especially if you're new at your period and it's your first time. And then ladies, when you're still young, you might feel like you need a thick one, but as you get older, you realize thin will do the job. So that's what pads do. Second, tampons. Tampon. Well, you guys, I really don't use tampons because I'll tell you later. So this is a tampon. So basically the tampon, it's a box of them. They usually come with like 16 to 20, something like that. And you just open it. Depends on what kind you have. Some people just store them like this. I don't recommend it. I don't feel like it's healthy. This part kind of hurts. You stick it up, and then you take this part and like you push it. And then it goes all the way up. And then as the blood and the stuff gets on here, it like pushes open. Well, this part comes off. As the blood and stuff gets on it, pushes open, and then you pull it out this way. So pretend this is the situation. You have to pull and pull, and then it comes out, and then you put it in the toilet and you flush it and it's gone. So the pros and cons. The pros of a pad. I like them because I feel like it's less damaging to the vagina, actually, because I actually was prone to yeast infections. So the doctor told me, with me being prone to yeast infections, we used to get them reoccurring because of birth control. So the doctor told me, because I used to get reoccurring yeast infections, don't use tampons, because they said that sitting in you, like with that being up there and the blood just sitting in that like area, I guess it absorbs, but it's still just kind of sitting there. They told me that can cause more of an irritant to my skin, which is why I never really cared to wear tampons. And here I am, 21 years old, and I still never wore them. I wore them like once, and that was because I had to go to someone's birthday party and I had to wear like a skirt and be cute. But this is definitely not my style. But if this is for you, then go ahead. I also feel like it makes my cramps worse because I feel like it just hurts my stomach, because it's just, I don't know, maybe it's a mental thing. So if you like tampons, comment below with some good brands that I can try, because these ones were not my, actually these still aren't even mine. These are my cousin's, and she's just here and I just seen them, so I used them. But these are not my thing. But I like Always pads, the thin kind. I used to be the ones that had to wear the thick ones like a diaper, but then as I got older, I was like, the thin ones get the job done. So that's what I like. I'm a pads chick. I'm sorry, I'm 21 and I still wear pads. So the next topic is cramps. No one likes cramps, and let me tell you, I get cramps so bad to the point where I feel like I have to throw, like I literally throw up. And in high school and in middle school, I missed days of school because my cramps were so bad. Like it feels like if someone was to take a knife and they just keep stabbing you and stabbing you and stabbing you. And unfortunately it makes you slunched over, and you feel like you can't walk, and you gotta just walk all slunched over all day. And guys will never understand, what's wrong? Shouldn't you be used to this by now? Aren't you used to this? No one's ever used to periods. Thank you. I don't care how old you are. So How do we relieve cramps, you ask? For some people, cramps are going to be very strong. It's crazy because my cousin and I, we actually have very bad cramps, and so did all the ladies in my family. And they told us the only way for us to really completely relieve them is to have children. What kind of advice is that? Like, don't tell me I need to have kids in order to release my cramps. Like, what are you smoking? So for me, Aleve was like the only thing that gave me semi relief. So I've tried Tylenol, I've tried Advil, I've tried all of that, but the only thing that gave me semi relief was literally taking 2 Aleves, and you're only technically supposed to take 1. So for me, that's what I did. Some people, you can have, there's Pamprin, there's Midol, there's so many different things you can try. Also, a heating pad. I had one. I'm currently on my situation. I think that's why I was so thrilled to talk about this. But a heating pad, you plug it up, you put it on your stomach. Oh my gosh, it helps so much. Or you take a hot bath or a hot shower. Those 3, did I give you 3 things? Those 4 things can actually really help. It is very temporary though. The feeling will come back. It lasts usually the 1st to 2nd day. Sometimes you get it the 3rd day. And periods usually can last up to 3 to 5 to 7, sometimes 7 days. Just it depends on, you know, how active you are or what all you do. So it just kind of depends. So ladies, having periods can mean leakage and you're bleeding all through your clothes, okay? Like, no one wants to see that. It happens. However, I've never, I raised my right hand because sometimes with stuff you say you never, it happens. Like I said, I didn't have a double chin, now I have a double chin. Anyway, so knock on wood, I haven't leaked through my clothes, but I have some great tips for people to prevent them. If you are a tampon kind of person, the way to prevent leakage with that is to have a panty liner. Now, a panty liner is basically similar to a pad. It's just very thin. You put it in your underoos and it catches like the little driplets if your tampon leaks driplets. So that's that. Another way to prevent leakage, this is what I love to do, is I'm a tissue person. Oh my gosh, I'm telling all my business. Oh my God. I take a roll of tissue and I just unravel and 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 unravel. And what I do is I take it and make long strips and I fold it. So then you create one of these. Now what is this, you ask? This is a liner within the liner of the pad. So when you put it in here, you set it right on top of the pad. Okay, so this is the pad. This is the pad, and I literally set it right on top of there when I put my clothes on, and it catches everything. So even when you go to the bathroom, a lot of times you don't even have to change this because there like literally would be anything in there, and then it's this, and you just dispose of it, make a new one, you're good to go. That's like my favorite trick. My other thing I do is wear shorts, you guys. Like, if you know that you're a leaker or you're heavy, it's fine. Wear shorts, because we still don't want to see that coming through your clothes, and that's so embarrassing. I remember in high school my friend had something through her pants and I was like, let's go, and I had to block her and we left school. And my teacher was nice enough to give us a pass back to class when we got back to school, because they were like, yeah, that's embarrassing. But I wear shorts. These aren't the most attractive, and you never want to wear the most attractive underwear or pants or shorts when you're on your time, just because if you stain them, you stain them, and it's not coming, there's no coming back from period stain. There's just not, unless you can take your clothes right there. So that's what I recommend: shorts, tissue, panty liners, and that's just the way to prevent leakage. My last tip is staying fresh. There's nothing like smelling old blood / fish / tuna / sushi in the locker room, or anyone when you come in to hug them, or hey girl, you get a whiff. No, that's not okay. So for me, staying fresh, this is what I recommend. I recommend keeping a deodorant / body spray. So something that's not like fruity and perfume, because when you sweat and all that type of stuff, fruity and perfume, it kind of leaves an odor. So what I recommend is like a deodorant type spray that you can just do like a quick, you know, down there. So you just do a you just do one of those. Another thing that I always recommend is having a wipe, like a summer's eve wipe or some type of baby wipe that you can just, or you know, toilet thing that you can just do like a quick little wipe of the situation, throw it away. You're staying fresh. By leaving old dried stuff on you, it's gonna smell a little fishy. And my last tip for staying fresh is to change regularly. People will be like, oh, especially tampon wearers, they'll be like, oh, I can pee with it in, I don't have to change it. Wrong, we smell that on you and I'm getting dizzy. Another thing with people who wear pads as well, same thing. You need to change it regularly. I don't care if you have a few specks. Spare us, please. And spare yourself, because you smelled on yourself before someone else smells it on you. So if you know you don't want to go around smelling something that stink, make sure no one else has to, okay? And those are my tips for starting your period, dealing with cramps, dealing with odor, dealing with other people's odor. And I hope this was helpful. Thumbs up the video if you need more Trishana care. So you guys who requested this video, I hope it was helpful to you. Go ahead and add me on Snapchat, where I take more video requests. And thank you so much for watching, and happy period. See you in my next video.